Hey, this is Seth with Electrek, and today we're looking at the Juiced Scorpion X2. So this is the new bike that just came out from Juiced. The orange, I guess it's kind of orangish red color is new, and I think it looks amazing. But behind that bike is a original Scorpion X. So this is about a two-year-old bike, and we've been riding it like crazy. We have a 12-year-old who sometimes rides it around the yard, and I often take this to the coffee shop, so gets lots of use. It's a great e-bike. This one actually has a 19.2 amp hour battery on it, and this one has one of the new Juiced batteries that's, I believe, 15 amp hours, so not quite as big a battery. There's still options for a bigger battery, but comes standard with this one, and I believe this one we took from a Hyper Scorpion, which we also love. So anyway, important things here to think about. The X2 is an update from the regular X in a number of important ways. So the big thing, or one of the big things, is the tires. You can see the original X came with street tires on mag wheels, front and back. I really like the street tires. This is a street bike. It goes off-road pretty well. Dirt roads are fine, but I wouldn't call it a dirt bike. But this one, they're I guess trying to make it look a little bit more like a dirt bike. I don't think it's changed its form factor at all. It'll still certainly do dirt roads, but this isn't quite. It's just too heavy to be kind of a off-roader. So anyway, so you see the tires on this one. You've got mag wheels in the back. You've got a I think it's a Bafang motor there, and then here we have the new Pseudo. This is the first bike I've seen with Bafang's I guess efficiency brand, which is kind of a nice way to say value or cheaper motors. And it's still the same output power, but I have to say I kind of like the old setup better. If I had to choose between these two, with the spokes or the mags and the built-in motor, I'd probably go with the older version. So there's a lot of things that were upgraded here, and some were cost things, and some were improvement in performance things. I will note, I don't know if it's the two-year-old factor, but I do enjoy the ride on the X2 a little bit more. It feels like a little bit more spry. Maybe that's a lighter motor, lighter wheels without the mags. I'm not sure. But there's some other differences we should talk about. We talked about the battery here. So this is a 15 amp hour battery, and this one is a 19.2 amp hour battery. So that's a full kilowatt hour. So I believe that was an option, and we got the bigger battery there. You can also see this is the different type of battery here, and this is something that going to be a little controversial, but I also like the older one here because you can turn it on from being standing here, but you can see in there you actually have to open this up and turn it on and off, and obviously that's good for security, but if you want to just turn the bike on and off and you're not worried about security, and you can just throw a key in or not, that's an interesting way to lock the bike. So the idea is this. So on the old Scorpion X, you would lock the bike here, and this would just cut the controller off. This time around, you take the battery out, you turn it off, and then you pull it out, and then the bike turns off, and obviously you can just pedal it down the road, and that's not really super safe, but nobody's gonna at least get some pedal power assistance when stealing your bike. Other things that kind of stick out a little bit, you have the same grip shift here, and the half throttle here, but the output, which is pretty much the same, is now on the left side, which is a little bit, I don't know. I kind of liked it over on the right, but who cares? You also notice that the micro shift is the same So you kind of have all the stuff here, but next to it, on the older bikes, you have the lights and the horn. And on this bike, there's nothing. There's no horn. And the lights you control from here. I'll turn that on for a second. So you have pretty much the same display on both bikes. And the light here you can see is just as bright and helpful. I have a tweet where where I almost hit a deer, and thank God I had these really bright lights on the, I think this was the Scorpion X, that kind of not only was it bright, but it's wide angle, so I could see the deer approaching before I hit it, and I could slow down. So that was great. Other things to think about. One noticeable improvement, we have Electrek brakes, hydraulic brakes, and I believe that's an upgrade from the Logan versions that were in the original Scorpion X. So braking is improved. Love to see that. These are hydraulic brakes, but I just think Electrek is kind of a better known entity than the Logan thing that was on the previous bikes. So looking over, you can see the front suspension is mostly the same, although this piece is a little bit different. I think that's just for holding the light. We have the same mud guards, the same rear reflector, the same light, same suspension, same kickstand, or relatively similar kickstand, same pedals. So a lot of the same stuff, but some improvements and some cost improvements, I would say, across the board. Now, how does it ride? This is just a fantastic bike. I go, I don't know, about 23 miles per hour before it starts, I guess the motor stops accelerating, which is a little bit of a disappointment. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like I can get a little bit higher speed, maybe not as fast accelerating on the older one. So I'll have to talk to Juiced a little bit about that. But from a looks standpoint, I love the color. I love the way the studded tires look. I don't think they're as efficient as the road tires, and probably don't do as well on dry surfaces. Maybe on the off dirt roads they're an improvement. Let's see. USB power on both. This rack is really strong. You can buy a rear seat, you can buy panniers, you can buy a bag. There's a lot of stuff in the Juice store. They really have all the accessories that anybody could want. Let's see what else I can talk about here. Maybe we should just go for a ride. Off-road riding with the Juiced Scorpion X2 is pretty nice. You can see we're starting from a stop here, and we're gonna go pretty high speed. Suspension's pretty nice. Riding on bumpy stuff here. All right, so up to 20 miles per hour with the throttle only, but I'm actually pedaling, so we should be able to see this thing go up a little bit higher. Keep in mind, I'm a big guy, it's cold, so we're getting a little past 20. We're mostly flat here, 23, a little sunny, 24. But I mean, even up a slight hill here, we're losing a little bit of power, which 25 amp controllers on this larger bike isn't quite as exciting as a 35 amp. All right, that's the Juiced Scorpion X2. Hope you liked it. I think it compares okay to the original Scorpion X. Some things are better, some things are worse. That'll be up for you to decide. But if you like the video, give us a thumbs up and a subscribe. We'll see you next time. Thanks.